So a few years ago, I took a private lesson on the forehand with Rick Macy, and he told me right off the bat, there's 5 things he notices that I got to work on. Let's play that video.
There's a lot to work with here. Obviously, good athlete, you've been around the block, you've played. The racket starting off is on the hitting side. So right off the bat, you know, I'm not working from something from outer space where someone has a giant loop and the racket goes to Canada, to California, up to Mexico and back to Georgia. So the backswing is manageable. It is on the hitting side, so I can see that you've studied this. You've gotten bits and pieces of kind of maybe stuff you saw that I've done or other people. So you do have the concept down.
Okay, great.
I'm telling you all the good things first before I go for the jugular.
You said
okay.
you're not hopeless. Go for the jugular, Rick. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so no, you're on the hitting side of the body, which I like. The first thing I would address is not even a technical issue. There's 5 things I see right off the bat you got to do.
Okay.
Relax.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Relax. Relax. Relax.
I don't know if I can do that.
If you can get number 5, relax. Oh. Okay, and this is...
Okay, so after 5 years, I think I finally figured out how to relax on my forehand, and I'm gonna call it the Paul Tiafoe hack, okay? The Paul Frances Tiafoe forehand anesthesia wrist hack. And what do I mean by that? When you watch them hit and they get ready to hit a forehand, you're gonna notice that the wrist actually crunches down. I call this anesthesia, right? I've always been taught, and you guys out there, I'm not saying that this is wrong, this is actually right too, but to hold your racket up here, get set, and then you drop the racket, and then you go. But when you do that, it's very easy to hold tension in your hand and tighten up, and that's what I would do. I'd get here, I'd hold the racket tight. Now, when you put the wrist down here, okay, you cannot hold the racket tight. Another thing I'm doing is I'm holding the racket these days further off the handle. So if you watch Paul and Tiafoe, when they get ready, before they hit, you notice that that wrist is relaxed and down. Bublik does the same thing. It's hard to hold tension. Try it right now. Try and hold the racket as tight as you can. You can't hold the racket that tight. So that's what I've been focused on, is when the ball's coming, first of all, when I'm in my ready position, I'm holding most of the tension now these days in the throat. So I'm in ready position, I'm like this. And then when I get ready to hit, I just drop the racket down, Paul style, Tiafoe style, and then the hip creates the whip, okay? So I'll demo some for you with my PongBot. I love this PongBot, okay? Right now we're running a special on it as well. It can do everything. It can feed you crazy topspin, crazy speed, balls all over the place. Really, really awesome stuff. You can do match play simulation, and we're running a special. If you go to the link below this video and you click on it and type in crunch at checkout, you get a nice discount. Anyway, let me show you this. Let me show you this drill right here. All right, guys, so if you want to try this little anesthesia wrist forehand, so I call it anesthesia because you're basically putting your wrist to sleep, let it relax, then I suggest you start with a very simple basic feed, very easy, and you also try and hit the ball relaxed. If you try and hit the ball hard, you're probably going to tighten up and do extra movements. The key to this is to keep things simple, okay? Nice and relaxed, and then let the hip create the whip, but don't even think of it much as a whip. Just try and think smooth. Let the hip activate a nice, relaxed, smooth swing. Once you get this down, then you can start swinging faster and harder while trying to stay relaxed. So this would be the first drill I would do. I got my PongBot set up. It's going to feed us a nice, basic, easy forehand, and we're going to go nice and smooth and just see if we can get that racket to relax down with some anesthesia. Let's see how it goes. right, guys, so if you're still watching this video, find some value. B2 right now is dreaming of you liking this video, because when you like this video, then I'm able to buy him more toys like he's got right there, more food, and you get 100 free B2 puppy kisses. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, so let me know what you thought of this forehand. It's definitely a unique style. I'm not saying that it is the new way to hit forehands or the absolute best way to hit forehands. I will say though, if you do have relaxation problems, if you hold the racket tight and you feel that it's hurting you in a match, it might be worth this to play around with. Even if it doesn't end up being your technique, it's just a good fun exercise where if you hold your wrist really loose and then you let the hip go, you find that you can hit the ball pretty hard or at least solid without even trying so much, right? It's like almost the racket's doing the work for you. I'm just here and then it's telling my hip to go and swinging out through the ball, and certainly not hitting the ball near as good as Tiafoe or Tommy Paul, but it helps me relax. It actually feels quite nice. So it's something I'm gonna keep playing around with. And let me know what you thought about this, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, if you want one of these PongBots right now, they're doing an incredible special on it. You get a deep discount if you go and you check out and you put in the word crunch. So take advantage of that. We'll see you guys on the next video.